The Sahara, the largest hot desert in the world, stretching over 9 million square kilometers. Today, it is an endless sea of sand dunes, scorching sun, and whispering winds. But beneath this barren surface lies a hidden past, a past that might change everything we think we know. For thousands of years, the desert has concealed secrets older than civilization itself. Lost cities, forgotten rivers, and even clues to ancient cataclysms may be buried here, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover them. It's hard to imagine, but the Sahara was not always a desert. Just a few thousand years ago, it was a lush, green paradise, filled with rivers, lakes, and forests. Ancient rock paintings found in caves depict giraffes, hippos, and even crocodiles roaming freely. Archaeologists call this era the Green Sahara. But something dramatic happened, turning this land of life into the scorching desert we know today. The question is, what exactly did the sands bury along the way? Beneath the dunes are traces of forgotten civilizations. Satellite imagery has revealed strange shapes, straight lines, circular patterns that don't appear natural. Could they be the remains of cities swallowed by time? Some researchers believe entire kingdoms once thrived here, only to vanish when the climate shifted. These lost settlements could still be hidden beneath layers of sand, perfectly preserved, like ancient time capsules. But without excavation, they remain silent, their stories buried in the golden wasteland. One of the most fascinating finds lies in southern Algeria's Tassili and Ager Mountains, an open-air museum of prehistoric rock art, painted thousands of years ago. These images show people herding cattle, dancing, and hunting. They are proof that the Sahara was once full of life. But deeper mysteries remain. Some of the figures are strange, elongated heads, unusual bodies. Are they symbolic, artistic, or evidence of something far stranger visiting the Sahara in ancient times? Beneath the sand, geologists have found traces of massive riverbeds. One of the largest, called the Tamanrasset River, was once as mighty as the Nile. Its ancient path runs for thousands of kilometers, now hidden under dunes. Scientists believe it may have connected to the Atlantic Ocean, carrying life and trade across the desert. If we could map its full course, we might uncover ancient ports, trade routes, and even settlements that once thrived along its banks. In 2015, radar scans of the Sahara revealed something extraordinary: buried structures in Egypt's western desert near the Gilf Kebir Plateau. Some appear to be rectangular, aligned like streets. Others form massive circular shapes, possibly ancient fortresses or temples. The problem? Reaching them requires crossing some of the most remote, inhospitable terrain on Earth. But if confirmed, these ruins could rewrite history, proving that advanced civilizations once flourished deep within the Sahara's heart. Then there's the Rishat structure in Mauritania, often called the Eye of the Sahara. From space, it looks like a giant bullseye carved into the desert, stretching over 40 kilometers across. Geologists say it's a natural formation, shaped by erosion. But some theorists believe it could be the remains of Atlantis, the legendary lost city described by Plato. Its size, shape, and location have fueled endless debate, keeping the mystery alive under the desert sun. In Libya's desert, archaeologists have found ancient Garamantian cities buried beneath the dunes. The Garamantes were a powerful people who built underground irrigation systems called folgara to survive in the desert. These stone channels brought water from deep aquifers to their fields. Their kingdom thrived for centuries before fading into history. The sand preserved their streets, houses, and even tombs, proof that life in the Sahara was once far more advanced than we imagined. The sands may also hide the scars of ancient cataclysms. In 1932, explorers discovered a massive field of mysterious green glass in the Libyan desert. Known as Libyan desert glass, it formed from intense heat, possibly from a meteor impact or a massive airburst explosion thousands of years ago. Jewelry made from this glass was found in Pharaoh Tutankhamun's tomb. This suggests that the ancient Egyptians valued and traded materials born from cosmic events. Deep in Chad's Ennedi Plateau, explorers have uncovered stone carvings and paintings showing animals that no longer exist in the region. Some scenes even depict mysterious boats hundreds of kilometers from any ocean. Could this mean that ancient waterways once flowed here? Or are these symbolic depictions of migration and trade? Either way, these carvings are like postcards from a forgotten world, hinting at a Sahara radically different from the desert we see today. Beneath the Sahara's sands may also lie forgotten trade empires. Thousands of years ago, caravans of camels carried salt, gold, and spices across the desert. These routes connected sub-Saharan Africa to the Mediterranean world. But along those paths were cities, marketplaces, and fortresses, many now buried. If excavated, they could reveal treasures of craftsmanship, exotic goods, and records of long-forgotten alliances. The desert may seem empty, but it still keeps the memory of a thriving global trade network. Modern technology is finally giving us the tools to peer beneath the sands. Ground-penetrating radar, satellite imagery, and LiDAR scanning can detect structures, riverbeds, and roads invisible to the naked eye. Researchers have already spotted dozens of possible archaeological sites across the Sahara. Some are faint rectangles, others circular enclosures. The challenge now is confirming them through fieldwork. Each discovery has the potential to rewrite chapters of history we thought were already complete. In the far west of the Sahara, ancient stone tombs rise from the dunes. Some are small and crude. Others are massive, pyramid-like structures. Locals have known of them for generations, but archaeologists are only beginning to study their origins. Could they be linked to pre-dynastic Egypt? Or perhaps to Berber ancestors whose kingdoms once ruled North Africa? The sands hide not only their purpose, but the people who built them, leaving only whispers of a forgotten age. Beneath the desert floor lies another treasure: fossils. The Sahara is one of the richest fossil beds in the world. In Egypt's Valley of the Whales, skeletons of prehistoric whales lie preserved, proof that this land was once an ocean. Dinosaur remains have also been found, including massive predators like Spinosaurus. These finds tell a story of a Sahara that shifted from ocean to savanna to desert, a reminder of how dramatically Earth's landscapes can transform over time. One of the most mysterious finds is the ancient megalithic site of Nabta Playa in southern Egypt. Built over 7,000 years ago, it features stone circles aligned with the stars, predating Stonehenge by thousands of years. Some researchers believe it was an ancient astronomical observatory used to track the summer solstice and seasonal rains. Today, it sits silent under the desert sky, partially buried by sand, still guarding the celestial knowledge of its creators. Legends say that entire kingdoms once vanished into the Sahara overnight. One such story is that of Zerzura, the city of the White Queen. First mentioned in medieval Arab writings, it was said to be a paradise hidden deep in the desert, filled with treasure and guarded by mysterious people. Explorers searched for centuries but found nothing conclusive. Was it real, or just a mirage of the human imagination? Perhaps the sands still hold its secret. The desert also hides the remains of lost lakes. Under the dunes, scientists have detected ancient lake beds the size of small countries. Some, like Mega Lake Chad, were vast inland seas supporting millions of people and animals. Buried sediments might still hold artifacts, pottery, tools, even human remains from the cultures that thrived along their shores. If uncovered, these sites could reveal entire chapters of human adaptation to changing climates. Not all mysteries under the Sahara are ancient. During the Cold War, entire military installations and airfields were built and later abandoned, swallowed by shifting sands. Rusted planes, buried hangars, and forgotten weapons caches lie hidden in remote corners. They are silent reminders that even in modern times, the Sahara has been both a barrier and a battleground. History here is not just prehistoric, it's layered, from the Stone Age to the Space Age. Then there are the meteor craters. In Mauritania's Tenemur crater, a perfectly circular depression tells of a cosmic impact thousands of years ago. Similar scars dot the Sahara, suggesting a violent history of asteroid collisions. Each crater could hold geological clues to the age and nature of the impact. Some even contain unique minerals formed under extreme heat and pressure. These cosmic events shape the desert in ways we are only beginning to understand. The Sahara's sands also preserve human migration routes. Buried beneath dunes are ancient footpaths and caravan trails, once vital lifelines across the arid expanse. Archaeologists believe these routes connected early human populations, facilitating the spread of language, culture, and technology. Some may have even carried the first seeds of agriculture northward. Uncovering these trails could help piece together the puzzle of humanity's journey out of Africa. In remote Niger, researchers have uncovered elaborate burial mounds with grave goods, jewelry, and weapons. These graves suggest complex social hierarchies and trade networks thousands of years ago. Who were these people, and what drove them to settle in the desert? The artifacts hint at skilled craftsmanship and far-reaching connections, perhaps to the Mediterranean, the Nile Valley, or even beyond. Each burial is a frozen moment in time, now locked under the shifting dunes. The Sahara's heart is also home to caves that hold astonishing prehistoric art. The Cave of Swimmers, made famous by explorers in the 20th century, depicts figures seemingly floating or swimming, evidence of once abundant water. These paintings, thousands of years old, are delicate and easily damaged. The sands have helped preserve them, but they also threaten to bury them forever. These artworks are not just history, they're humanity's earliest storytelling. Climate scientists study the Sahara's layers of sand and sediment, like pages in a book. Each layer reveals a shift in rainfall, vegetation, and wind patterns. These records help explain why the Sahara changed from green to gold, and they may also predict its future. Understanding these cycles could help modern societies prepare for climate change, because the desert story is ultimately the story of survival. Beneath the dunes lie massive underground aquifers, ancient stores of fresh water trapped for millennia. These fossil water reserves are remnants of wetter eras. Some countries, like Libya, have tapped into them through massive engineering projects, but scientists warn they are finite and fragile. Their discovery is a reminder that the Sahara still holds resources that could sustain life if used wisely and preserved for future generations. Explorers have long spoken of strange sounds in the Sahara, low rumbles and booming noises that seem to come from the dunes themselves. Known as singing sand, this natural phenomenon occurs when grains slide down slopes in just the right conditions. But for centuries, travelers believed the sounds were voices of spirits or the whispers of lost souls beneath the sand. It's a haunting reminder that the desert inspires both science and myth. While the Sahara seems endless, satellite scans have shown its sands are constantly on the move. Dunes migrate, swallowing oases and uncovering old structures. Entire villages have been lost in a single sandstorm, their remains appearing decades later. This constant motion is both a challenge and an opportunity for archaeology sometimes. The desert reveals its secrets by accident, only to hide them again. One of the greatest challenges in exploring the Sahara is its sheer scale. Even with modern vehicles and GPS, much of it remains inaccessible. Temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, and sandstorms can erase tracks in minutes. This inaccessibility is why so many mysteries remain unsolved. The desert is not just a place, it's a fortress, guarding its secrets fiercely against time and human curiosity. Yet every expedition brings surprises. A buried statue here, a fossilized tree there, small pieces of a much larger puzzle. Each discovery hints at a Sahara far more complex than the empty wasteland it appears to be. The desert has been a cradle of life, a crossroads of trade, a battlefield, and a graveyard of empires. Its sands are the pages of a history still waiting to be read. So what exactly is hiding under the Sahara sands? Lost cities, forgotten rivers, fossils of giant creatures, the scars of cosmic impacts, and perhaps even civilizations that predate history itself. The truth is, we've barely scratched the surface. The more we look, the more questions we find. The Sahara is not just the world's largest desert, it's the world's largest archaeological site, still largely unexplored. One day, technology and determination may uncover the Sahara's deepest secrets. Until then, the desert will keep its mysteries close. Every grain of sand is a fragment of the past, and beneath them lies a hidden world waiting. The Sahara may appear silent, but it is alive with stories. And perhaps the greatest secret it holds is this: the desert is not empty. It is full of history, wonder, and the echoes of a world we have yet to rediscover.